Hi there, this is Abby, and I want to show you one of my latest journals. This is a journal dedicated to Venice. I lived near Venice for 9 years, about 45 minutes away, and went there often, and it's just a city like no other if you've never been there. So I made this journal in blues and teals and gold, and then there's also some sort of natural colors in there, and basically it reflects the colors on this cover here. This is a picture of Venice, a painting that I got from one of the museums in their open domain sites, and yeah, it's beautiful. I waxed this paper or wax this and put it on this special paper, and then again on this, so that it covers up my book. This is a bookmark with an actual Murano glass bead that I bought in Murano, and I just made that as a little dangle, and you could take it out and use it in something else. So I didn't want to do much to this cover because I thought it was so beautiful, and so I just made this as a cover piece that's removable. And then we have this beautiful book, which I believe was a Dutch book from the early 1900s. And I just put some fabric on the spine. The book measures, let's see here, 8.5 by 5.5. And the spine is 2.5 inches. And I'm sorry for the lighting, but I'm gonna figure that out as we go along. So as you open the book, I have 3 signatures. I'm gonna take this out. Okay. So I have 3 signatures. I have a vintage French lace pocket on the front, and I've lined it with gold cardstock, and then I have my teal fabric lining, and it's a, I don't know if you could see it, it's a hidden spine. Okay. In this envelope is just a letter from me as the journal maker and what is the journal. And then we have, I used original ephemera and other papers, as well as 2 sets of printables. So I used from PrintfulJourneys on Etsy, Barocco walks, and I love these because of the gold and then just the beautiful walkways that you see in Venice. And again, these beautiful, what do you call those things, bricks, and yeah, it's just a really pretty pictures, I thought. And then I also used, as some of my plain pages, like this one, from ctrlARTcanc on Etsy. I don't know how they pronounce their name, but it's the distressed blue and the distressed teals. So we just have the first signature. There's a lot of writing room in this journal, so I thought it could be used for either memories from a trip to Venice or just as a beautiful journal for your thoughts. I have this original receipt, it looks like, from I got from RoxyCreations. More printable. And then I have a pocket here. This is the sort of natural colors I was talking about that really reflects the stones and the colors of Venice, like this picture. So in this pocket, I have another check from RoxyCreations, vintage Italian check, which I made into a little pocket holder. So it has a vellum pocket on the front. And these are the original stamps on the back. And then I just put this from 1955. And then if you've never been to Italy or Venice, this paper is just so beautiful. And I have so many books from Venice that I bought from one of the paper stores that I really love on the Rialto Bridge. And most of them are like that. So these are just some pictures that I was collecting for quite a while of Venice. So these are the horses on St. Mark's Basilica. And these are all that's inside the basilica, and this is one of the angels that is there in the basilica as well. It's just such an amazing place to visit. And then there's a little writing room on the back. And we'll just have a little tab up here, another painting of Venice. And then throughout there are these little Venice scenes. And I will also link the person where I got this. I can't remember right off the top of my head. This music paper is original, and I love it because it says Venetian Boat Song, so I thought it was perfect to add to this book. And here we have another a lace pocket with a gondola on the front and a tag with a pocket. And I just put some little Italian vocabulary cards in there. And you've got these little decorations throughout. This is also original ephemera from RoxyCreations, and it looks like it's from 1937. And I think it looks to me like it's some kind of a contract. I'd have to look at it closer. On this page, I have a pocket made from music paper. Just have lace with a little bulb pin and some buttons, and then a journaling card. And most of the cards I made from old book pages as well. And then just put a writing spot on the back. Here, another painting of Venice with a flip out. And then just this scene, which is so typical of Venice, even though this looks like an older painting, but just everyone with their windows open, and yeah, typical of Italy in general. And then I left the strings long on the signatures and just put some beads there. And the back side of that music page with a pocket. Another picture of St. Mark's Basilica. And just a little place to journal. And on this one, I have another card. Well, put that back later. Just some little buttons on my paper clips for decoration. This is the back side of that contract. And I just love the signature. Actually, I love all of the handwriting on this. So I did scan it, and we'll probably make that a digital. Here, we have another little pocket, which I don't have anything in there. Let's put that in there. And another lace pocket with just some scenes from Venice. And another picture of St. Mark's Square. More Venice scenes in this little pockets. Another journaling spot. And then this one actually flips up, so you have a hidden journaling spot there. Just the back of that original receipt. And the second signature. I also did some gold embossing on these. I mean, you see it's kind of shiny and just added to the little swirls. Another picture of the square. This was an old postcard, I believe, but this is just a copy. And again, another vintage lace pocket. You have a little journaling space with a pocket on the back. And a little glassine envelope, which I don't have anything in there right now. Again, another picture. I'm pretty sure that most of these scenes of Venice, many of them I got from books, and some couple of printables, and off of museum pages. So I believe though that they're all pretty different. I don't think I repeated any of those same photos. Just Italian language book here with some language exercises in case you want to practice practice your Italian. And then on this one, it's a page top double-sided card, and some vintage velvet ribbon, vintage lace, and a spot to journal on the inside. And as you see, so there's a lot of room to journal in here. On this pocket, it's on the back of an envelope of that I got in Venice from a paper shop, and just got the most amazing pictures of these trees. And then this is an original card from Venice, and it looks like it's someone writing to their lawyer about billing. That's in there, but you know, and again, it has beautiful stamps. And then just a journaling card. This is a piece from a ledger that I have, I think, from the 1800s. And then inside the envelope here is another journaling spot, and just this picture of San Marco Square, which I could not resist. So on the back of it is just this picture of Venice. This is sort of at the end where they have the beautiful parks with a lot of green, which you wouldn't really expect. I'm not sure actually if that is where that is, but it is Venice. And then the picture of the basilica and all of the chairs and all of the little cafes along the square that you can sit at and hear music. They usually have a little orchestra playing or a band. And those are the horses up at the top of San Marco. These are actually copies, and the originals are inside up at the top here. You can go in, and it's a small museum up there. Really interesting and beautiful views, because then you can walk out along the top and look out over the square. Put this up later. And then here again you have some vintage lace, French lace that I just cut and made into a tab. This is one of my papers from RoxyCreations, and it just feels amazing. So I'm guessing this is a rag paper, and I believe this is one from the maybe early 1800s. I'd have to look back. Inside here, I just put a paper clip to hold these in. I just made a little kind of a collection here of things that places you can write. Again, another picture of the water in Venice. Put these back on. Sorry if I don't put it on now, I'm gonna lose it. Okay. Here's the line of San Marco, and the back of another receipt, original from RoxyCreations. This is a book page, and the book they're actually talking about Venice. So I made that my cover because the painting, the colors are just so beautiful. you could probably read a little bit of that article if you turned it back and forth. This receipt is from 1895, and I don't know if that's the man's name, but it almost looks like the shoemaker. So I'd have to look and see what that receipt is for. Let's see. Yep, it is. One pair of shoes. Ballet. Oh, also maybe that's ballet shoes. Okay. Anyway. And here I made another pocket out of that same paper. And just put this in Venezia. That's from a printable that I believe is from RoxyCreations too. And here you just have a little card. You have a pocket and another original receipt in here from 1952, which I can't seem to open. So you could use that, the back of that, to journal. And I'm not quite sure what this is. It's some kind of a publication. I don't know. Got the fancy lawyer Italian wording. All right. And I just made this page, out of a book page as well. Put that back on. And you just have a card, which you could use as a bookmark. And then this is the back side of that envelope, and this is the sticker that was from the store. And it looks like it maybe have been in the Jewish quarter, Ibru Venezia, and Alberto Velese. It was the man probably who owned the store. He may have been the artist too, because it just had such beautiful prints. And here you have a card with just another vintage button and some of that antique or vintage velvet ribbon. And here you have more cards, again taken from old books, and just have some spots to write. I really should call this a book to San Marco, because there's so much, so many on the square. Another journal page. This also is a little tuck, so you can tuck your cards into there. And from an old book, Palaces on the Grand Canal. And I believe that the book was like an encyclopedia, and I use the pages from them so often. They make great cards, but they're really interesting to read as well. This is a pocket just from some upholstery fabric, some gold braid, and then again some more journaling cards. And I put the pocket as well on the back, and you have more journaling cards. This one actually opens up for a journaling spot, and this is the old ledger pages. I did repeat that gondola, but it's so cool. This is a really cool picture of the Lion of San Marco. I love the color. It's just so dramatic, I guess I would say. And I made it into a pocket, and then you have another card here that you can write on. This book page is from the 1800s. It's a history of England, so it's not Italian, but again, it's just a nice piece of paper. And this is one of Sampole's stamps. I made a little tissue paper ruffle. This is some of the very old paper from RoxyCreations that she sent, Italian paper with the wormholes in it. And again, it feels amazing. I didn't want to do anything to that paper because it was so beautiful on its own. Again, another picture of Venice, which I've put as a pocket, and then this is an old linen towel, I think, that I cut up, and just a couple of cards with some drawings from Venice. I I think I got these drawings were from a little book that I got at one of the museum stores, museum shops, and it was a woman's diary. And so she had gone to Italy and she wrote these things, I believe. You have another journaling card. There's some little buttons on your piece of tab lace there, and then another picture of San Marco with journaling spot on the back. I won't pull it out. Another tab. This is the back of that Italian language exercise page, and I made a flip out so you can journal on that. And you have a pocket. This is a glassine envelope I made that out of, so you can put things in the pocket, and you can also journal on it. And here I made a pocket out of half of a doily, and you have a St. Mark's postcard. Was never mailed. And then on this back of that English book, I have just a woman from Carnival and a little journaling notebook in there. That's the Rialto Bridge in the background. And you have a pocket, and then just a little notebook I made with one of the theaters in Venice. And I need to write down where I got these, let me write that down, where I got these beautiful Florentine papers from, because these are printables as well. I'm thinking it might be Artsology, but I'm not quite sure. Just lots of space to write. Here you have a card on the back of this Italian page. And this, again, is some antique lace. Looks like hand tatting lace. And you have, this is attached to the page, so you can take it out. Just a little book with some pockets, a piece of lace from a tablecloth, and some more vocabulary cards, and another one of those little journaling spots. Later, another button, and then in this lace pocket, this is the back of that other picture of the harbor scene in Venice, and then these are more pictures that I've just cut out from books. I love this one because you have the picture in the background, just some scenes around Venice, and you can journal on the back of all of those. And I just put them together with a little, I don't know what you call those things, a little pin. And we're almost at the end. It's the back of that beautiful wormy page. I could just feel it all day. And we come to the end. So I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, it's a very chunky book, but it doesn't gator mouth really, which is great. And then you can tie it. I didn't want to do anything to the book itself really, except for this, because it was just so beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed that, and this will be available in my Etsy shop, or you can just send me a message straight through YouTube if you're interested in buying it. Thank you.